Okay. Alright, welcome back to another episode of Westby Wisconsin on FS22. This is Ugly Duck Farming, and I'd like to welcome you all back. Let's figure out where we left off yesterday, and let's get started again. And we're done planting corn there, so let's take off with the planter and go get this next field planted. We're going to set this guy up on course play because we got a bunch of other stuff we got to get moved around and finish tillage work and, you know, other stuff. We'll make sure he gets started, and then we'll go around and start picking up the rest of our equipment and whatnot. Alright, let's start moving the rest of the equipment. Now these little strip fields over here on the right, we're going to put probably sorghum in those. Now we gotta find our disc too, because it's a... No, I've already done discing, so we'll finish up what we were doing here. We're plowing the pasture under here where we keep the cows, because we're going to plant grass back in here. I'm going to be using the new Maize Plus add-on so that we can actually feed our cows pasture grass and let them graze. But to do that, I've got to plow this under and start with new grass. As you can see, I'm not doing all of it in that. I'm leaving the washouts and whatnot. Just gonna plant grass in the regular field. Some of these holes get pretty deep and I don't want to be driving through them. Oh, and I'd like to give a shout out to our neighbor up there. You can sort of see his place up over there. Not this one right in front of us there, but he's up on top of the hill over there. That's KJ Wiggins, I think is what his name was. He reached out to me the other day. He's also a YouTuber. I'm going to try to figure out how to link him to this. And maybe give him some credit and give him some love, if you would. Yes, it's KJ Wiggums. He's a fellow YouTuber. He does a lot of time-lapse videos, and you know, he's got some pretty neat stuff. Like I said, he reached out to me and was giving me some compliments and giving me a little bit of advice. So I appreciate that, and like I said, I'd like to give him a little love, and maybe you guys could too, and go check out his channel. I'm going to try to link it in the description. When we get this whole section done, we're going to go back and check on our planter, because I bet he's getting kind of low on seed right now. And I don't know, I don't think I'm going to plow too much more of this. I'm going to give it a try and make sure it works before I go through the trouble of plowing up the whole field. So we're just going to finish up this little piece right here. And I don't think we'll be doing any hay work or anything like that off of this. I mean, if things get really bad and we run out of hay, I might, but I doubt I will be, because this field's very hard to get into. There's several gates to get into it, but none of them are big enough to get equipment in for some reason. You could get maybe a narrow-wheeled tractor and some kind of feed mixer or something in here, but that's about all you could get in here. I plowed all this up over here already on this side of it. I had to come through this gate down here in the bottom ground. And as you can see, my cultivator, or my chisel plow, barely fits through it. I did see the other day that Rooster's working on some green Parker grain wagons to go on top of his running gear and replace his Kilbros with. I thought that'd be a nice addition to the game, because I don't think anybody's ever made a Parker wagon for any of the Farm Sim games. The hired worker was having a little trouble there, so I just decided to take over myself, and we'll just finish this last little bit up and then move on to the next field. Looks like this tractor's struggling a little bit with this planter. We may have to upgrade to a bigger tractor. This worker's about done, but while we're waiting on him, we'll run over here real quick and feed our cows. While we're over here, we'll check on the cows and see how they're doing. Looks like we got 60 of them. We're about a third of the way ready to start calving. And these are almost ready to start having some calves. Now, I still have not figured out where the slurry load's at around here on this farm. Figured out where the manure loads, but I can't find the slurry. It looks like we're out of PMR, so go ahead and close up the barn and put the feed mixer back in here and be done with the cows for today. We'll mix up some more TMR later. It looks like he is finished over here. We'll move on down the road. These little fields, they don't produce a lot, but they're real handy because you can knock them out real quick. That didn't get through the gate. Alright, so we're going to move into the construction menu here for a minute because I'm going to take one of these sections of fence out. Make this gate just a little bit wider. There we go. That'll make it easier to get farm equipment back in through here. This is that field of beans that I forgot about last year and didn't get harvested, so we're just going to cultivate them under. It looks like we might want to bring our seed truck over here. He appears to be getting a little low on seeds. Was part. Now we spread manure on most of these fields, so we're not using a lot of fertilizer right now, but we are using just a little bit. But look at our precision farming here. Our pH is pretty good all over the farm. But our nitrogen, we did not get fertilizer or manure spread on this field, so it's actually using quite a bit of liquid nitrogen. But as you can see, some of these here, these were all red. And now they're a little bit better off. They'll still need some nitrogen when we go to planting, but they should be good to go and not use near as much nitrogen. We had the manure already anyway, so might as well use it. Alright, we're approaching the half an hour mark, so I think we'll finish up this field and we're going to call it a night. I do want to thank everybody that's tuned in and watched, and ask you to keep coming back, and please like, share, and subscribe. Kind of new to this YouTube adventure, but I'm really liking doing what I'm doing, and I hope you guys are liking what I'm doing. There's been a lot of good content put out here recently by other YouTubers, but there's still just not a lot out there right now. And, well, I'd just like to kind of add and contribute to that, what would you call it, the community. I've tried map making and I've tried modding, and, well, I can't do either one of those, so this I've kind of figured out that I can do, and I've been working on my my DaVinci Resolve a little bit, learning a little bit better editing techniques, and hopefully I can keep putting out better and better quality videos for you guys. So we're going to call it a night, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.